Hey, I'm Steph, and I'm adopted. And I want to talk to you about a journey I'm on. A journey to understand, to heal, and to make peace with something I never got to choose. Adoption is often painted as a beautiful solution, but the reality is it's layered, complex, and for many of us, deeply painful. I never consented to the confusion I spent years trying to untangle. And while it's scary to open up about this, I know I'm not alone. Society still holds such a naive view of adoption, a view shaped by Hallmark stories and social media highlight reels. So when adoptees like me speak up, we often get dismissed as angry, ungrateful, or broken. And honestly, I understand why some people see it that way, because the dominant narrative has never come from adoptees. It's been written by adoptive parents, agencies, and influencers who benefit from keeping things one-sided. Look at creators like Bella and Dylan Lambert. They've made adoption look trendy, effortless, even perfect. They've presented their adopted child as if she's living a dream life. But what their audience doesn't see is how that child's story is being used for likes, shares, and praise. Adoption isn't a content strategy. It's not an aesthetic. It's a lifelong experience rooted in loss. And no matter how much love is poured in, that loss never disappears. I want to say this. Every adoptee's experience is different. Just because one of us has a painful or negative experience doesn't mean we erase or dismiss the stories of those who feel adoption has brought them love, safety, and joy. Two things can be true at once. We can honor the joy some adoptees feel while also making space for those who carry grief, anger, or deep questions. As adoptees, we have to stop turning on each other. When our stories don't align, your experience is valid and so is mine. Now, talking about my adoption journey like this, it's taken me years to get here because for so long, I didn't think I was allowed to speak. And when I did, I was told I was too emotional, too angry, too ungrateful. But the truth is, I was grieving the loss of my first family, grieving the loss of knowing where I came from, grieving a version of myself I never got to meet. People understand grief when it's tied to death. We light candles, we bring flowers, we say, take all the time you need. But when someone loses their family through adoption, we're told to celebrate, to be thankful, to move on. Why is that? Why do people allow people to mourn when someone dies, but not when someone is separated from their entire bloodline at birth? Adoptees are expected to be silent about our pain because our existence is often treated like a solution instead of a wound. But here's the reality. Adoption begins with loss every single time. And that loss doesn't disappear just because someone gives us a new last name or a crib to sleep in. It stays in our nervous system. It lives in our body. Even in the absence of memory, our cells remember. That's what's known as genetic memory. It's the idea that we carry emotional and biological imprints from our ancestors. So even I can't name the moment I was taken, my body knows, my soul knows. And when you grow up without anyone who shares your face, your voice, your laugh, you start to wonder if you even belong to anyone or if you were ever really meant to exist at all. I spent years wondering if something was wrong with me, when in reality, I was responding to a traumatic separation that no one ever acknowledged. Here's a raw fact that people don't talk about enough. Adoptees are 4 times more likely to attempt suicide than non-adopted people. We're overrepresented in mental health, in many other systems, in addiction recovery programs, and in the foster care system when adoptions disrupt. And yet we're still told that adoption is only a beautiful thing, that we were saved, that we should be grateful. But adoption isn't just about love. It's about power. It's about identity. And in many cases, it's about loss being swept under the rug for the sake of someone else's comfort. We do not need pity. We don't need fixing. We need truth. We need space to grieve, to question, to reclaim who we are beyond what we were told we should be. So yes, I'm adopted, but I'm also healing. I'm unlearning the shame. I'm allowing myself to feel the anger, the sadness, the confusion, and the love too, because it's all there. And if you're an adoptee watching this, you're allowed to feel all of it. You don't have to shrink for anyone. I will not be silent to make other people comfortable with a story they don't have to live. This is my life, and I'm choosing to understand it fully, truthfully, and loudly if I have to. Because healing, honestly, starts with learning your truth.